Okay, as some of you know, you've probably seen the video. My wife's Pathfinder got totaled on New Year's because of a drunk driver. Well, when we replaced it, we went back and she wanted a 2020 BMW X3 because she liked the I don't know, my BMW, I guess. I don't know, the one with all the problems and all the videos. But I don't see why. But it has a 2.0 4-cylinder turbo, and it's pretty fast. I like it. It's pretty torquey for what it is. And so for starters, the problem I have is that when you're driving and you stop at a light, it shuts itself off. I can't stand that. I personally grew up poor, and with that, whenever a vehicle dies at a stoplight, my first thought is, oh shit, my ragged ass car just broke down. But you can avoid that by pressing this button. It'll stop doing it, but I don't want to have to press that every time that I get in the vehicle to drive it. And Lord knows it's better to drive because it gets like 40 miles to a gallon. I think 38 or something. A pretty good gas mileage. So I got to looking. The app that I got, BIMMERCODE, on my tablet, showed you can remove the auto start stop function. So hopefully I don't fuck nothing up, but we're going to attempt to do that today and see if we can get rid of it. I'll drive it through the neighborhood afterwards, and if it don't shut off, then we're good. But right now, the tablet itself is showing it's having to update the coding data. I haven't used it in a while because we've had 9 months of winter in Tennessee. So, and not having a shop, I'm not working in the cold. So let's see. I'm using a OBD Link MX Plus that I use for programming things on my Dodge. So let's look. Let's see. It asked what it is. Holy crap. A bunch of stuff just popped up on the dash. And diagnostic mode active. Her whole dash, the speedometer and everything, gas hand, temperature hand, everything, it's all one big screen, which makes it pretty unique. They call it what, driver cockpit. But let's just see what's going on. It's saying identifying ECUs. It kind of threw me off on the way it acted whenever it connected, but I don't know, it is a new car, so let's just wait and see. And if it says I can, now it popped, and automatically I look down, and where'd it go? Oh yeah, engine control unit, auto start stop function. Let's click it. It says reading coding data. Auto start function active. Guess what? Let's turn it off. Let's go to not active and save. Then I'm going to go right down here at the bottom where it says code, and let's code that in. It says please note coding process should not be interrupted. So let's start it. Down here at the bottom it says coating complete. And I hear the motor doing something under the hood, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna go tell my wife, my old lady, that I'm gonna drive it down the road real quick, and let's see what it shows now. Let's let it read it and see if it stored it. Yeah, and it coded it to it. It's showing auto start stop function not active. So let's see how it works out. I'm gonna go drive it down the road and let's see what happens. If it shuts off on me, if it don't, whatever. But that's cool to know, because that's pretty cool how easy that works. So another thing I wanted to stress is you don't want to just disconnect it, pull it out of the OBD port on the vehicle, because you don't know when it comes to coding these higher end cars, you don't know if it can create problems. So specifically in the app, you go to, and it says the OBD connection, the connection to the OBD adapter will be closed, and you specifically disconnect it. So the DME, so the connection's ended with the DME, and there's nothing that can malfunction. Well, now let's take it for a ride. Alright, so now I'm driving through my neighborhood real quick. I'm going to see if it shuts off. Normally it would shut off when I get up here to the stop sign, and then it would start up when I guess hit the gas, let off the brake or something. I don't know. It was aggravating. Now after having it turned off, let's see what it does. I want to see if it actually does shut off, or if I have to keep continuously pressing the button, which that's something I want to avoid, because my old lady said she hit the button the other day while she was driving. Lo and behold, she ended up shutting the car off driving down the road. So without it turned off on the button, I stopped at the stop sign and it didn't shut off. So that in turn makes it better for me. I'm gonna go and try another stop sign and see what happens. Moving on now, I'm about 100 feet away from another stop sign. Let's see, got my speed up to about 30, and let's see, come to a complete stop. And as you can see, the motor is still running, and I did not have to turn off the auto start stop. So this, my friends, has been a complete success. Now I don't have to worry about her shutting the vehicle off anymore while driving on the road, because if she gets into the city, we live in a city where the traffic is shit, everybody's a fucking idiot and they can't drive. So, you know, I don't have to worry about her pulling up to a light and it dying and her freaking out, or her hitting it before trying to turn it off before she gets to the red light and then killing the car and ended up in a wreck. So I'm only doing this as a safety precaution. So big shout out to BIMMERCODE for providing with the software in order to remove that. You have now made a lot of people a whole lot safer, because they don't have to deal with that shit. I don't care what you think it does, what BMW thinks it does for gas mileage. It puts people's lives at risk. That's my opinion, because most people, you know, not everybody was born with, you know, a silver spoon in their mouth. So they've had you know, shitty cars. And when a car shuts off at a stoplight or something, they automatically assume, hey, my ragged ass car just died on me. So, you know, and then that in turn causes them to either want to get out of the vehicle or, you know, try and push it or whatever, which puts their lives at risk because of other cars passing by. It's just not a safe thing to do. So I'm glad that this worked and I was able to permanently disable that function. So I'll be glad to tell my old lady as soon as I get home that she no longer has to deal with that, because it don't do it no more. But being a new vehicle, it definitely is a lot different to plug in this OBD link into the OBD port on it, because the fact of the way it starts going through all these diagnostic tests and things just as soon as I plug it in, it just kind of threw me off. But so be prepared for it, and you'll be hearing something operating under the hood, some type of electric motor, and that threw me off too. But the fact that it wasn't giving no errors and it was saying that it was testing functions, ECU functions, I let it slide and didn't worry about it. But there you go. That's a $50 app in the App Store. Luckily it works with Androids. I don't know about with Apple products, but this OBD Link MX Plus, I've been using this for a lot of things. It's unique how it works with the BMWs. It's unique how it works with forescan on Fords, and it's very phenomenal the way this thing works with Dodge products. So that was a very smart thing that they did when they made this. So this is like $130, and that BIMMERCODE software is like $50 on the Play Store. So that is worth every dollar in my opinion. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to comment, and I'll do my best to guide you through it. I think I covered everything as far as the software goes to help you so that you can manage to do this without messing anything up. So, but be very careful when you're coding these vehicles, coding software, you can really mess some things up. So don't click on something unless it's something you're meaning to click on. So, which I think that was cool. I got rid of the start stop, and I'll help other people get rid of it, because I haven't found a video yet that says, hey, this is how you get rid of it. And I just stumbled upon it, you know, by accident. So good luck. I hope it helps you, and until the next video, see you guys later.